Welcome, my name is Dutchman Games, and today we are back with the continuation of the stylized level design slash game making tutorial series on Unreal Engine 5. And today we're going to tighten this up a little bit, and we're going to work on something that I like to call vistas. And first of all, let's actually fix this tree thing we got going on here, because they pop in and out too much, and I actually don't really like it. And that's because we have a let's see, give me a second here, let's get it closer. So there we go. So we got this at 800k. We got these at 3000, 8000. So let's actually put them all on 50k, and then put this one on 40k, and then put this one on 30k. So now they will pop out, but it will take a while, and it just looks better so they don't pop out and in your view. All right, so we got our map. Now, the map isn't huge, but I kind of want to make more of a hub area here. I don't want you at the beginning of the game, so you need to be hooked, right? So we want something cool to happen and then a cool area. So again, we're making a level for a game. We're not necessarily making the game, although in the future we will, but for now we're just making the level. So I actually want to get rid of this whole area here that we made in the last episode. So I know it's a little backtracking, and I'm sorry for that, but let's just get rid of that because I just remembered that I prefer to actually get rid of it. So let's just, we should be able to erase. So I think we have to select them or lasso them. So we can paint. Let me see here. So we can't select them. Let's just select them for now. Let's get rid of all these extra trees over here. It's not that much work. Just get rid of them. Select, get rid of them, and make sure that only the trees that we want to be deleted will get deleted. So somewhere around there. And then we are going to close this up. So let's go to landscape. And first let's paint grass back here. So let's actually up that tool strength by a bunch, and also the size, and just get rid of the path. And then we'll just sculpt back a hill, kind of like that. Just super simple. And that's fine because we're going to make this look nice later, right? So now here, there will be a little plateau. And talking about plateaus, I kind of want to make a plateau out of our starting area because I don't like the fact that it's kind of slanted. So let's actually do that. Let's kind of make this into a plateau. So you start straight. Don't worry about this. Yeah, there we go. It goes back automatically, and then go into the selection, and then just bring this tree down, or this bush, these bushes, just bring them down like that. I think that's good. Maybe this one as well. Actually, delete that one. For now, this is fine. So you start here, you walk here, and then you will have to walk here, and then you will have to walk up this hill, and then there's going to be something epic here. So let's actually get that done. So let's actually let's flatten this out, and then as this is flattened, we can actually make it look a little bit better. So this will be the playable area, kind of. We're gonna make it look better, don't worry about it. So there we go. And then we're going to place a ramp. So in order to place a ramp, let me just show it to you again. You just click one side where the ramp starts, and then you click another side where the ramp will end. And then it will just create a ramp, and you can change the ramp's details like that. But I think this is fine because we're just gonna throw the ramp down. So what you just want to do is you just want to press on enter, and then the ramp will generate. And then we will go to sculpt and make the bush smaller, and then just go a little bit around the sides like that. And then we'll go over with a smooth, and then we'll smoothen it out a little. And then we'll actually add some erosion to these sides here. Make it look a little more natural. There we go. And now you can walk up this, and then there will be a area up here. So that's some erosion here as well. Actually, yeah, no, let's not do that, because you don't want to actually flatten this side out, because you don't want to be able to walk here yet. So let this load in. This all looks horrible, but don't worry about that for now. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed, but it kind of looks weird. Like the lighting looks kind of off. So let's actually try to fix that. So we do have a skylight, but I think that so yeah, we have two skylights, see? So just get rid of them both, throw in a new one, and then let's take the directional light, maybe bring the intensity down to 3 lux, 4 lux. And then I think this should look a little bit better. And then we also need the atmospheric fog. We actually don't have that. Atmos fog. Oh, exponential height fog, sorry. So just throw an exponential height fog in there. Wait, we already have that? Oh, it's just very light. Okay, sorry, my bad. So, okay, just make it a little bit more just make it a little bit more dense here. So you can actually make it as dense as you want. Put on 0.6. There we go. All right. So that's good for now. Actually, this may be a little bit too much, so let's put it on 0.4. There we go. I think that's better. Okay. And I think that's good. Let's take the post process, see what happens. So the difference isn't that large. Do like it better the way it is now. Yeah, I think it's just the way the grass moves when you're in the editor. I think if you're playing, it's a little bit better. It looks much better this way. All right. So we got this little mount now set up. Now we're gonna build a pretty cool looking building on it, which I think is important as kind of a hub area, if you will. So let's actually first build the these area around it, so rocks and all that kind of stuff. So let's get that going. So this side still needs some landscaping to do because it looks kind of weird. So let's go to the landscape tool and kind of just add the erosion tool. Kind of make it look a little more like hills, just like how we did in the last episode. And also, I think maybe actually add a little bit more hill here, because you're not supposed to go over here on this side anyway. And then behind here, we're just gonna throw some rocks down make them bigger. And just to make, just to really beat home that idea that this is not the way to go. Just throw some rocks down here. So we've got some rocks on this side. Maybe invert this one. Just place some rocks. There we go on this side. And then also what you want to do is, as this doesn't look that good like right now, you just want to cover this whole side with rocks. You can actually stretch these out a little because, we're generally not going to get this close to these rocks anyway. But this whole side is just going to be covered with rocks because this is the rocky hillside area. So this one, invert it. There we go. And then you can just copy these three. Turn them 200 degrees, put them like this. And then put a new one in the middle. Make this one look a little bit bigger, wider. And put a small one there, 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 and a small one over there. Maybe this one over there. There we go. So this whole side is just rocky, just cliffside. So let's say you're standing here, you see that, which looks way better than just the standard look. And let's actually do the same thing over here. So we're gonna need to flatten it out on the bottom, up against it. So we got a very steep hill, and then you want to just throw rocks down here. And this one is a little wider, so make it, a bit skinnier, if you will. For this one, same thing. You just put the rocks right there. Turn this one around. Put one to the side. Invert it. There we go. And you can just do this for the whole sideway. So now you just got these rocks, and then put some more detailed, unstretched rocks in front, so it looks more detailed and it just looks better. Because we're going to be walking here, put some smaller rocks in front of it. So it's all very detailed and stuff. And then eventually we're even going to put some more bushes against it, and stuff's going to look even better. This side we could just keep the way it is. This is just like a little hill. And otherwise everything will look the same, and we don't want that. So here, maybe put an extra rock like that. And maybe in between here as well. So now we got all these rocks, and the moment you walk up here, put one here as well, and fill this up. Ooh, there we go. Cool. All right. So now we want that big building. That will basically be the hub area. Now, this will be kind of a town, I'm thinking. So let's just make a town. So first, let's take dirt, or actually default, I think, will be best here. The default paint. What's this look like? Oh no, that will not be good at all. Sorry. Okay, there we go. So just add some dirt. Just make it dirt. We don't want any grass for now. We'll make it look better once we're done with the village. But for now, make it dirt, and then make the little path go up. Again, you don't have to make exactly what I'm making, but I'm just trying to show you how you could make your area. If you want to like flip this around or like do something else with it, do whatever you want. It's your level. I'm just trying to show you the tips and tricks that I've learned how to do it and how to get this working right. So Okay, let's actually do this as well, so the path is clear. Okay, so now we can walk up here and we will have our little town that we can build. And I'm thinking we're just going to, I'm just, the way I do this, the way I make these towns is I just plunk down stuff and I just kind of hope it works. So, that's just what I'm going to do now. I'm going to throw down this building, which will be the entrance of the town. And that looks fine already. Fine and dandy, actually. And you can walk in here, will be the entrance. And then I'm thinking 2 towers on the side. So, do we have towers? Okay, I think this one, house tower. So that's actually quite large. Let's actually make it a little, yeah, there we go, that's good. Put it in the floor, make it attached to it. I like that, maybe, yeah, almost. There we go. Nope, a little bit. There we go. We'll fix this later. And then we also need something here, which will be another house, which will just be right there. And then from this side, obviously you're going to have this issue, but we'll fix that later as well. So actually, let's put this one in the ground a little, copy it over, place it like this, maybe. Again, I'm just, freeballing this. So I should have explained this earlier, but let me go over this little menu here. So let's actually put down a building. All right, so I'll actually show you guys really quickly what this little menu does here, because it's quite important to use this menu a lot, and I've actually never shown you in the level design. So let's go over this. So first of all, we have these, so you don't really need to worry about these because you will switch between these with your Q, W, E, and R. And this is selecting objects, this is moving objects, R is rotating objects, and E is rotating objects, and R is scaling objects. Now, I'm using these automatically, so I'm never clicking on these because you just know which one does what eventually, right? Um, once you click on something, you can just keep it on rotating or whatever. This is the Gizmo coordinate system. So this one does the local area essentially of so what it is pointing towards, and this is actually the world coordinate system. So let's say you got it like this, it will show you this coordinate, but once you go to the world, it will switch to the exact axes of the world itself instead of the axis of the object itself, which is very useful if you want to put something in correlation to other objects in the world instead of itself. Right? Okay. So then you don't have to use this one as much. And then we have the snapping. So this actually allows for snapping. So it snaps at 5. If you were to put it to 100, it snaps on 100, which are much larger chunks. And if you go to 1,000, for example, it will snap to 1,000 chunks, which also keeps it easy to move your objects. I usually keep it on 10, or sorry, I usually keep it on 50. But if you want to do it freely, you can just disable this, and then you can just move it around as you want. That's what I just did to make these two fit. This one does the same thing, but then with rotation. To turn this off, we'll make it freely to rotate. And this one will do the same thing, but then with scaling. So now I can just scale it whatever I want. And if I do this, I'll scale it to a grid. So yeah, that's that. I just wanted to show you guys that because I haven't showed that yet in any of my tutorials. And I feel like it's a good thing to show. Anyway, let's finish this. So here will be the big building, the big house. We'll also make an interior of this building, I'm thinking. But the way I will be doing that is I'll be making it a kind of like teleporting thing. So you go into a door, you teleport to another side of the world, maybe, or something like that. So I won't actually be making the interior here. I do want to figure out what the difference is between the house main and the house 2, or the house 1, because it does look like a different building. Anyway, I'm going to scale this one up a bunch because I want this to be like the crazy building you see when you start. And I think this is the only way I can do that. And I'm also going to so let me see here. I want to have that door. There we go. Okay, so put it on -2 and -2. That's right. Actually put it on 2, and so I'm trying to kind of make it the way I want it. Yeah, let's make it a little smaller actually. Okay, put it in the floor like that. And then we will add a door to it later. Let's make it a little taller. Okay, I think this is good. F11, you can make it big. Make the screen big. I think this looks pretty nice. So you'll be walking up here, and you'll be like, oh, I think I have to go there. Okay, so this rock needs to move a little. Like that. Okay, cool. Yeah. And then we can add a door later. So there's actually a door here. You won't see it, but there's actually a door there, but we won't be using it. We'll be making a door later. That's what I was trying to like hide. There's actually nothing in here. So we can't do anything in here. Well, I guess we could maybe. No, no, no. Okay. Cool. So that's that. Sorry, that took a minute. I just had to like think out loud there. And then in the middle, of course, there's going to be the shrine. So let's actually take the snapping off. So once the snapping is off, you can also place it more freely. Otherwise, it snaps once you place it. And then we also want a mill maybe placed. Do we have space for that? Maybe here? I don't think we have space for that. No. Let's keep the mills for a different place. Okay. That's cool. And then, obviously, in the like corners here, we want the cypress trees because that looks very nice. And then also maybe in front of it, we want some cypress trees from the town. And then maybe even here. There we go. Here it's okay. We can keep this open. And now we want to fill everything in with some grass. So we got some grass. Let's place some grass over here. You know, with the cypress trees. You know, just it's fine to put some grass down. There's a path here, so let's keep that path open. And then also maybe put some flowers in here. See what that looks like. There we go, it looks nice. And then in here, there's not going to be a lot of grass because we're going to be into town. But where these cypresses are, we can put some grass. And then maybe also here a little on the cliff sides. put some grass down. You know, but here we're in the town, so we're not gonna put any grass here. Okay, so let's make this all look more tidy and detailed. Probably gonna have to clean this corner up here. So let's do that right now. Let's actually go to landscape and flatten this out. Oh my. Sculpt, flatten this whole area out a little. And sculpt it into dirt. Dirt. And then we have to move these rocks. So this one will move like this. Copy it over with Alt. This will move backwards a little. And then here. So now it's like a little area we got here. Actually, put this one here. And then this one, turn around like that. Make it a little bit bigger. There we go. Fill this one up with a smaller rock. It's not filled up yet. There we go. All right. Cool. Cool. And, you know, it's kind of weird if there's one little piece of grass there. And so let's just get rid of all this grass here. No grass. Okay, cool. So now let's tidy everything up with some details. So first we're going to plant some bushes and stuff. So plant some nice bushes on the grassy bits, as if, you know, they're placed there on purpose. And then here as well, I can put some bushes down. There we go. And now we're going to place some crates. So you want to assume that this will be kind of like the, so this is the little town. There's just a few houses here. Not a lot of people live here, but we have a little trading place here. So we want to get some benches in, some crates. So let's put some crates down. Put some barrels down. Some of them are, you know, open. This barrel top is over there. For some reason, we got some empty crates as well. Let's put one more down there. Turn around a little. And place one crate here. And we can actually also turn it on the side so it stays more unique. And then you want to put some benches here, maybe. You know, so there's like, this could be like a little shop. Right, so somebody has a shop here. So let's actually make like a little shop room. So let's up this bench like that. So this could actually be a shop. I don't know if we're going to add a shop, but let's just make a shop. And then make a door here as well. As if this is a way to get in that house. You could never get in this house, but we want the world to look real. So let's just add a door. A fake door. So this guy has a shop here. And the flower pot, I think the flower pot is empty, is it? Oh, it's not. Okay, cool. So we can do something with that too. Yeah, let's put some jars. I don't know what this guy's selling, but probably jars. And yeah, let's put a cart. So we got a cart over here that's on the floor, and then we also got a cart in front that's denied entry for whatever reason. They don't want that cart to go into the town. And so this guy has to empty all his barrels outside. And he's like, well, drove all these barrels up here with no reason, turns out. So there's also a crate in front of the gate. And that rhymes, and then put some crates over here as well. It's a lot of supplies. Town has a lot of supplies, you know. Put some fencing over here. Safety fencing. We don't want the villagers to fall. And then this could also be indicative in our game of a wall. So we could place a invisible wall here, which will be a realistic one because it's a fence. People, you know, you could think as a gamer, okay, I'm not supposed to go past that fence. You know, but here there's no fence, so, you know, maybe you could jump over and you could in theory. I mean, I don't know, maybe you wouldn't survive it, but that is playable area. This might not be, right? So that's a good way to introduce um, that type of stuff. And then in the middle, I also like to place some crates. It seems like it's a lot of crates, but it really seems natural once you're actually in here. It just looks like it's a busy town with a lot of stuff, which is good. So what's this? Oh, that's just decal. Okay. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make we could actually make a little roof on this if we want on this little shop, but let's not do that now. Let's do it later. We do need to close this off, so we need to get a rock wall and kind of just do this kind of in there. And then this gets kind of like knocked off, but we kind of have to do that for now. You know what? I just got an idea as I was doing this, and I'm going to do it. Let's make a little lake here. So, and it could be pretty cool because the lake could be higher than the place you originally start, right? Or the same height. And this could kind of be like a dike, you know, like a higher up area. Um, so let's actually make a little lake here. So it'll be like a lake town. And then this lake town would also be like a I can't say that word, but a seawall. I can't say the Dutch word for seawall because that Dutch word also means something else. I'm not going to say it because I'll get demonetized if I say that. Um, so let's actually make this into like a whole little inland sea actually, which can be pretty interesting. We might have to raise this whole area to make it look natural because we don't want, you know, we have to maybe like flatten this whole area to make it look more natural, you know, because otherwise it kind of looks weird if the sea is that high or whatever, but let's just, you know, we'll worry about that later. But for now, let's add a sea here. It's not a sea, more like a lake. So let's actually flatten this as well, and then this will return to normal. Go to selection and go to sea, and we'll have nothing. Go to water. Okay, so I actually have ocean water. And I think you need to find this in the Unreal Store or it's standard in your pack. I will leave you with a tutorial in the comments how to get it, but it's super easy. It's a free asset as well. So you can just get this one and then then I think we could just make this bigger. Can we choose the water plane? No, we have to just make this bigger. Okay, that's fine. It's good. So just like this. And then we have to make it more wide, make it longer, and then kind of like that, I guess. And then we just have to fill this up, side up with There we go. So now we have a little inland sea. Isn't that cute? Isn't that wonderful? And we can actually do a lot of cool things with this. But I would like to make some fog go over it as well. It's actually maybe cooler if this... I mean, we can't really put this lower because then... I guess we could, right? Guess we could just make this huge. So just make this a lot bigger than you thought it was ever going to be. And then we flatten the rest of the map from that point on. Like that. And then we just, then we flatten this. We'll use a bigger brush for this, but I'm almost done, so whatever. Okay. Wow. It's a lot different than what we used to have. Okay, so actually, sculpt a little bit more here this way, because we don't want to see that like line over there, this line, and then also a little bit more here. Because remember, this is the other landscape that we have. Wow, look at that. Isn't that cool? That's really cool. Actually, we can flatten this out a little. Yeah, there we go. That's good. Okay, cool. Seaside Village, guys. We're not done yet. We're going to do some more, a little bit more stuff. What's this? Huh. I think this. Oh wait. Yeah, I think this is just a bug. Yeah, it's just a bug. It will go away. Okay, there we go. So this looks horrible. Wow. Can't seem to get this right. And then just smooth it out. There we go. Oh man, that looks great. That looks fantastic. All right. And then we can go to fog. So this is going to be cool, guys. We're going to add the low fog. And then we're going to make it a lot bigger than it is. So scale it up to 50, 50, 50. Lower it. Wait, this is way too big. Oops. 10, 10, 10. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so lower it, lower it, lower it, lower it, lower it. And then just put it kind of like this. Kind of like that. Should we make the color more blue, maybe? More brownish, maybe, because I can play with the color a little. But this looks pretty cool. There we go. All right, now go to particle effects. So we got Niagara System Wind Trail. So what's that? Let's see what this is. Okay. Okay, so it's actual like wind trails. Yeah, no, I don't like that. Okay, so but do we also have particle effects here? I don't think we do. Particles. Wind trail. We only have wind trails. Yeah. Okay. Because I think we also have dust in just the standard parkway at the ambient dust. So it's very nice to add some more ambient dust here. So that when you are in the town, make these a little bit bigger. That's fine to do. You just see these like little dust particles flying around. Makes it a little bit more like magical, as it were. So that's always nice to add. Okay, and then I think we just need to add some like small static meshes to make it look nice. And let's just do that. So we add like a little bush somewhere. We add a little bush here. Nothing too big, I don't want to put that there, but just small ones. And then add maybe a little rock. A little rock here. I'm sorry this is becoming like a super long episode, but I just want to kind of finish this little part of the map for this episode because, I mean, there's going to be so many episodes, but I just kind of want to finish this little part before we continue to the next episode because this is going to be a pretty big map. And then here as well, and then so we can actually fix this as well. Putting a little rock there, put a little like broken piece of brick there, and then a little like a stool. Just put a stool next to it. Who cares? What we can actually do here is just put a beam here. Beams usually fix almost everything. Kind of looks like it's like structural almost. This doesn't look good, but it looks better than they used to. All right, so yeah, I think we are about done. Copy this, put it here so that you can't jump over. Let's play. Let's play it. See what it looks like. So we're walking over. We're our character and whatever's happening. And then frame rate's a little bit bad, but in the next episode we're going to optimize this whole area so the frame rate's nice. We look up here. Wow, what a cool looking town we think, and we are drawn to the beauty of this little lake. And then there'll be a visible wall here. And then you can go into this village. And it's epic. And it's cool. And this could be the hub of the village. And there could be quests and shops and whatever. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed watching this episode on how to make a stylistic seashore village, I guess. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I really hope to see you guys in the next episode where we're going to actually make this this village look or optimize this village so that the village is actually a lot better, it runs better, and then we are going to actually make a new area, so the second area of our game, which will go somewhere, and I'm not sure what. It'd probably be somewhere here, and then from there we'll see where this series brings us. And I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.